A lip combination can make or break your makeup. That is why you should always think about what to do on your clients. There are a few things to note when applying lipstick on your clients. Are there colors that even if she loves the colors, would them match the makeup you have on her face? Is it suitable for the occasion that she's attending? Now, many people don't know this, but your lip color should be able to complement your hair. And let's not even talk about the outfit you are wearing. Will everything come together? Lip combo is a delicate thing that most makeup artists tend to overlook, but it is a very important part of your makeup that can make or break your work. Sometimes the client might like a lip combo, but it doesn't go with her entire look. For example, you can have a full glam, and what does it say? If you're having a full glam makeup, full coverage, it's always advisable to go in for a nude makeup. Now, depending on what the occasion is, if you're going in for a photo shoot, you can, yes, work your way around a full glam makeup with full-blown colorful lips. Or if you're going in for a wedding, if you're going to a wedding or a birthday party, or you're going to church, then heavy doesn't really do the work, because it just makes people look at you. It basically causes attention. There are times when I've had to redo a client's lips about 2 or 3 times, either because she doesn't like the color, even if I feel that is suitable for the look, or because the color didn't end up matching her look, or because the lipstick was cracking. 1 or 2 reasons. However, the client is always right, and I'll always try to prioritize my client's satisfaction over my thinking as a professional. So over the years, I've learned to consult with my clients with what they really want for their lips before I go on applying the lipstick. Sometimes we might do the consultation prior to doing the makeup, and at the end it will still not work out, but at least I tried. One thing you should know about makeup is that even though there are no guided principles or no direct formulas to makeup, there are still certain things that you have to follow as a makeup artist that will enable your makeup look a little bit natural. Now let's talk about some of these things. The number 1 thing on my list will be the brows. Okay, you see the beginning of your brows here. Your natural brows are never that box-like at the beginning. They're never that full at the beginning. Everybody's natural brow starts up being thin, and then it goes thicker right up to the tail. Now, when drawing your brows, you should follow that same principle. That's why it's always important to fade out the beginning of your brow with your spoolie brush or with your concealer brush, with a very small amount of concealer on your concealer brush. Big makeup artists will always say that the key to a flawless makeup is blending and blending and blending and blending. But I discovered that some makeup artists will always forget the fact that they have to blend out their brows. Now, after drawing your brows, it is very important to go over with the spoolie brush to brush out the brows. When you're brushing out the brows, what it does is that it blends your natural brows, the hair on your natural brows, with the pencil. As you can see me doing, this is a step I'll never skip, because it just brings everything together. It makes your work flawless. It redefines the lines between your own natural brows and the pencil that you are using. So spoolie brush at the end of the day is always a must for any makeup that you are doing, especially for your brows. You do it after you draw your brows, you do it after you do your makeup, and you will discover that it just makes it look a little bit more natural. If somebody is looking at you, they don't know where there is a pencil, they don't know where your own natural brow is. Another principle I would like to follow is the mascara principle. Regardless if you're putting fake lashes or not, mascara is a must. Mascara is a must. There are a number of things mascara does for the eyes. It pops out your eyes, but it helps to blend your own natural eyelashes to your artificial eyelashes, which makes it natural.